Hello everybody. I'm recording. Yes, let me just check everything. Good. Hello, lovely to be here again. It's Jackie from St. Leonard's Reiki, and we are finishing the chakra series. So this week, going to come to the Crown Chakra, top of the head, and that's the last one on the chakra ladder that I'm talking about. So we've been looking at the 7 main chakras. Of course, there are more. You can go into much more detail. There's further chakras above the head, there's further chakras below the head, and there's minor chakras all throughout the body. So, you know, if you wanted to go really in depth, you can, but this is just a general quick look at them all, how you can help yourself, and general tips about what you can do if you think that one of yours is a little bit out. Because we can help ourselves enormously. You don't just have to have a Reiki treatment. You can be doing all sorts of things in between your Reiki treatments to help yourself. But a Reiki treatment will really get you on track and aligned. It's all about aligning your energy to be your best self. Yeah. Okay, so the crown chakra is the highest chakra in the chakra system. It's the 7th chakra. So we start at the bottom with the root, number 1, and we work our way up. And it's one of the higher chakras. So, you know, I've been talking about the lower chakras and the higher chakras. So the lower chakras are more to do with your physical body, the physicality, about you being here on this earth and in the physical, with pain and discomfort and adjusting to maybe feeling safe and finding friends and you know, somewhere to live and just all those basic needs met. And then these higher chakras about you more adjusting with being comfortable and in tune with who you are, you know, on an emotional and mental state, on an accepting and understanding who you are, within who you are, is in essence who you are, on a more sort of understanding you are bigger than just this body. So this chakra is generally when we're sitting and we're practicing Reiki and we're meditating and we're asking for this chakra to be open and balanced. We think upon it as being a vortex, a wheel, an energetic spinning of energy, as all of the chakras are, and we imagine it to be resonating with a very beautiful purple color, maybe a white color or a violet color, you know, that sort of color. So sometimes people see it as being very pure and this just beautiful white light coming down, but others see it very much a violet, very spiritual color. And so if you want to work with crystals or color therapy, they're the colors you need to draw upon. You could wear the color to enhance your mood. You could pick some flowers. You could just sit and visualize on that color, and that would really help to balance that area. There isn't really an element that is associated with this. We've been talking about how elements are associated with the different chakras, although I have to say thought is very much what this chakra is about, although I don't really think thought is an element, but perhaps it is. But so yeah, that's what characterizes it quite differently from the other chakras, because this is the ultimate chakra where we've got everything in alignment, and everything is just perfect, and now we are in flow and aligned. But yes, it is thought. It is literally your awareness and your understanding that you are eternal, you are at one with everything. And so it's the thought process is what we're battling with to find alignment with the crown chakra, because it's so big. The perception and the understanding of the allness, the wholeness of the universe is enormous for us to understand and comprehend. And then to understand and comprehend that we are one with it, and that we are one with the universe, and that we are one with every single other person, and that everything, that we are just one. It's a difficult one to get our heads around. So that's definitely the element that is associated with this area. We need to be in flow. Obviously, we're talking about flow for all of the chakra points, but for the crown chakra to be open, we need to be in flow with the universe. We need to be understanding that we are absolutely not separate. We're not a human being with a lid on the top of us, and we have got nothing to do with anything else or anyone else. We have to totally believe that. We have to be open and in flow. And to do that, we have to open ourselves up to this open thinking. So we have to be very open and aware. And we do that through stillness. We do that through meditation. We do that through the practice of Reiki. We do that through understanding, through learning. We do that through many, many processes. It doesn't come immediately. It comes through a lifetime, and it might not come through this lifetime. It might come through many, many lifetimes. And we bring the teachings and the learnings from all the previous lifetimes to this lifetime. We just don't remember. We're building up. Our consciousness is building up, and we become our highest self spiritually. We become enlightened. We obtain super consciousness, which is our consciousness expanding ultimately when we are completely open here and in flow. And the ultimate aim is to have all of these chakras open at the same time, completely in balance and harmonious. It's a big ask, and you know, it's not going to be possible that we are open and balanced at all times. But if we can try to strive for that at all times, then that's the goal really of living. And we do that by not wasting our energy on meaningless, silly things like worrying and giving away our energy to problems that really are zapping all our energy. So really what we need is all these other chakras to be in balance for this chakra to be in balance. So ultimately you are working on each one individually, and the end result is you finding balance and harmony. And you will know when you have found that, because you will feel that within. And your chakra points will feel out of balance without you knowing it, but you will just know that you just feel off. And you probably won't be able to put your finger on it. You might not have been diagnosed with any particular illness, and you might not be able to say what's wrong, but there will just be a feeling of just not being satisfied, or not feeling your best. You just can't shake something off. You can't seem to get to where you want to be. And that will just be that one area is just more out of balance than the other. Okay, so we know that we need to have this life force energy flowing through us, and we need to have that that flow state to feel harmonious. So what do we get from being balanced? How does it feel? Well, we feel that we have all the answers. We kind of feel that we have that wisdom and that understanding, not of everything, not all in one go, but that we feel that we kind of have a knowing and an understanding. And there's always more to learn. We never know everything. We never feel that we are totally there, probably, but that we're sort of more ticking along with getting a grasp of things. So we have sort of self-knowledge, and it's coming from the self. We don't need to get this feeling of happiness and joy always from other sources. We're not dependent from other people and other sources all the time. We fill ourselves up. We know how to do this work all by ourselves. Yeah, we know that if we take a few days off, or we have a weekend coming up, that we can get ourselves back on track, because we just need to have some time out for ourselves to do all those things that we know help ourselves. We feel, like I said, we feel enlightened, we have this understanding, we feel relaxed both in our body and in our mind. You know, we're not tense, we're not constricted, we haven't got any pains. There's a synergy between the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. There's just, yeah, like that. It's a balance. There's no other word really. There's a balance. You feel harmonious, a liberation. That is what is felt from us being open at the crown chakra, I think, in a nutshell. How do we feel when we're unbalanced at the crown chakra? Well, the opposite really of all of that. Maybe a little bit confused. Maybe not really understanding why we feel confused, because from other people's perspective, everything's ticked. You know, you've got your job, you've got your children, you've got your marriage. Why do you still feel unhappy? I don't know. You know, it's an inner thing. It's that inner thing that hasn't quite married up yet for you. So there might be just this imbalance, this confusion that you just haven't been able to put your finger on yet. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, being unbalanced here at the crown. You might actually understand that you feel a lack of connection with the outside world. You know, that you just feel as though you're disconnected, that you just can't understand. You can't understand what's going on. You just don't feel connected. None of it makes sense. And I know the past couple of years have been very, very difficult for us all, and that is still going on a little bit. But we have to just, you know, despite all of that, we have to realize that, you know, there have always been problems. There have always been wars. There has always been disease and viruses going on, but we still have to maintain that we are connected to all of that outside world. We aren't just this little human having this experience. You might feel really sensitive. You might be feeling hypersensitivity and find that you can't even be near other people. The effect of the outside world is just too enormous on you. And that's where maybe the chakras are a little bit out of proportion, that, you know, they're too wide. Remember, chakra balance and energy being in flow is all about you being in flow, it being in balance, harmonious well-being. It's no good if you're, you know, one's great and one's blocked and the other one's happy and the other one's not happy. It's about a balance. You might have sort of poor mental function, no clarity. not being able to really focus, making decisions, not really understanding things very easy. You know, the logical seems to have gone a bit skew with. Lack of focus, yeah. So that they're all sort of symptoms of poor crown chakra balance, and as I was saying before, when we find balance. So what we do is we practice Reiki, and we bring these wonderful hands together. We rub our hands together to remind us that we're coming to a Reiki session. We call upon our guides, our higher self, our angels, anyone that we want to work with. We use our symbols, and we do our self-practice, or we go off for a Reiki treatment, or we have a distant Reiki treatment, yay! And we ask for help, and we state as we begin our Reiki practice, maybe in Gasha with our hands together, we ask for help, and we ask for assistance, and we ask for whatever it is we need. So we feel as though we're a bit out of balance. Maybe it's the crown chakra. Could our crown chakra be opened? Could our crown chakra be balanced? And we literally put our hands on our crown chakra, and the fingers are meeting at the top, like so, and it's just a very gentle pressure. We might want to put our hands one on top of the other, like so. And then it's just a natural relaxing wherever you are. If you're in bed, you could just lie there like that and even drift off. Once you've done all your asking, your stating, your manifesting, remember, you then quieten your mind. You don't then continue to be thinking about the problem, because then you're going to block what you need. You need stillness. It's the meditation, then it's the Reiki taking over. And you do just allow yourself to sit there and be a channel for the Reiki. And you open yourself up, and you could help by using the breath. So you could be releasing with a big sigh. Any feelings of disharmony, dis-ease, letting go, any tension that you can feel in your body. And with the in-breath, you could be drawing in the Reiki and all the help that you're asking for. And if you wanted to help it along with particularly focusing on this one area, you could be thinking of the color that is associated with this crown chakra. As we were saying, it's the color violet, or many of us like to think of that, just that beautiful, pure white color. And we could be breathing that color in. And it's as simple as that. It's then just a letting go and asking for assistance. And you can be feeling that your angels, your guides, your higher self, the divine, the source, Reiki, God, whatever it is you want to believe in that is around you, that you find benefit and help and love from, knowing that you're never alone and that you always have this assistance and this divine guidance from the spiritual realm, the higher realm, source energy. Just feel that presence, and just, you can let your hands drop. You can let your hands drop, and you can put your hands just on your core or in your lap or anywhere after that. And you can just concentrate and say, I wish to continue this Reiki treatment, even though I've moved my hands. And I ask for this Reiki treatment, particularly for my crown chakra. I'd like to continue in balancing my crown chakra, even though I've moved my hands. And be continuing the Reiki. You know, Reiki is the highest wisdom. You You are being a channel, but you don't have to be uncomfortable. Remember, it's all about your comfort. So if something is feeling uncomfortable for you, then you're going to block it. So just say, this is a little bit difficult for me to have my hands here because my arms are aching now. But if I could continue this session and focus on this crown chakra being open, that would be wonderful. And just move your hands to somewhere where it's more comfortable. So tips for opening your chakras, especially this crown chakra we're talking about, are the crown chakra needs to really be balanced once all the lower chakras have been balanced. Remember, we're talking about this chakra is the highest chakra. So we're working on more spiritual enlightenment, and really you're not going to find that this area is going to be helped until we've sort of understood and balanced all these other chakras. So that's the first tip. Work on all the other chakras first, because then it will just be like doing a jigsaw, starting from maybe the outside and working yourself in, and then just putting that final piece in will just complete the picture. It will help to expand your mind. So rather than just expecting just this Reiki treatment to help you and everything to just be finished, to do some self-work as well. So maybe to read some self-help books, to listen to some podcasts, to try and maybe learn Reiki for yourself, or learn any other self-help tools, to try and understand about, I want to say quantum physics then, but that sounds a bit too complicated, but just about the universe and energy, and the energy and the chakra points. I don't believe are that difficult to understand. So just about you being an energetic being and the fields of energy, and that we are a spiritual being and we are all one. You know, anything that would help you in understanding that. Louise Hay is brilliant. She's really simple and easy to understand. I think the more you help yourself in learning, it will really help. It will really help you on your road to understanding yourself. Create a gratitude practice. Absolutely, gratitude is really, really helpful when you're looking to balance your chakras, especially your crown chakra. So to try and find some sort of practice, daily practice, gratitude practice. So whether that's waking up and doing self-Reiki treatment, sitting and meditating, journaling, going for a walk, and it being a mindful walk and being very present, and just every day going through some sort of gratitude practice, so that you are more open to being aware of what you do have in your life rather than what you don't have, and just expanding on that. And it's about being present in the now, being aware of, having awareness of what's going on in your body. It's about being grounded in your body. So it's really you having an empowerment of your own well-being, rather than giving your well-being over to everything else. So medication and a visit to the doctors, and the weather and your job and your relationships. Yeah, we can't constantly be dependent on all these other factors for us to feel well. We need to be feeling well through ourselves, having complete holistic control over our own energy. And we do this by understanding our energy. So go back to the root chakra, that first video I've done, and start with number 1 and work yourself up. And there's lots and lots of tips throughout all these videos to help yourself. Yes, so if you would like help with a distant Reiki treatment, I can do that wherever you are in the world. And I can definitely just give you an idea of where you are at the moment with your chakras. I can help to align them for you, and I can help to just tell you how you're looking at the moment, and gives you some tips about how to help yourself in between perhaps your next Reiki session, or things to just do to manage where you are at the moment. So I can definitely do that for you, and I'll put the link below in this video. Otherwise, just little things like going for walks, getting out in nature, like I said, podcasts, learning about energy, maybe learning meditation, Reiki, reflexology, all, anything to do with your energy and your well-being, will to help your understanding of who you are in relationship to this universe, this multi-universe that we're all living in together. So I think that's everything I wanted to say about the crown chakra. I'm trying to keep it very short and sweet because I don't want to go on and on and on and lose you. But yes, in essence, really coming to the crown every day if you can, and just taking some time out to sit and listen and be still and ask for anything that's you're feeling is blocking you, and letting it go, and asking for the beautiful vibrant energy that is always around us, otherwise known as the life force energy, to come in and flow through you using your hands. Yeah, so that's how we do it with Reiki. If you're not aligned with Reiki, you use the other tips I was talking about with color. Obviously, you can use scent. There's all the essential oils you can bring in, nature, being grounded. Really, it's the same with all the chakras. You'll probably find them being very repetitive about all the advice in all the videos. There's nothing new and magical. It's all about you listening to what your body is telling you when you have your hands in a specific area. And when we are still and when we are practicing Reiki, we do allow our inner voice, our inner child, our higher self, whatever you want to call it, to talk to ourselves, and perhaps for us to actually hear, the message that's always there, always trying to voice itself. You might want to just make a note and just journal or just work on whatever it is you're hearing. Yeah, good luck to you. Any comments, leave them below, and I'm happy to think about doing more videos if there's anything that you're particularly needing help with. But I think I'll probably leave that there about the chakras for a little bit, and maybe move on to doing some meditations to help with really bringing the energy into the body. Guided meditations perhaps next. So yeah, that's it today for the crown chakra. Hope you enjoyed this series of chakra meditations and you found them helpful. Have the rest of a lovely day. Enjoy your week ahead and keep up your Reiki self-treatment, please. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.